What's going on, guys? Crypto Poppy here. Let's get it!
Y ya no sabes lo que pasa. Yeah.
Welcome everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about the newest and hottest opportunity in the crypto space. If you could go back 4 years, would you buy Bitcoin? Of course you would. Hindsight's 2020. But check this, guys, out. There is a new trend in the crypto space where I feel we are still fairly early. And that trend is NFTs.
Are truly priceless. So this Pants 90 is for you. Matt Hall 2000. I wink every day and scroll the chat to find the price the punks are at. At the alpha and all the chatter to find the best cheap punks that matter. I scroll and scroll to find my fate, but in the end, it's nice like me. Not everybody can have one of these. The rookie car of NFTs.
So what are NFTs? What is this thing that Mark Cuban is rapping about, billionaires are storming into and starting to collect? How many of you have one of these in your closet? What is this? It's a collector's card, right? It's a baseball card. Remember the 80s and the 90s? They were super popular. Everybody was buying baseball cards and stashing them for life, thinking that someday they were going to be worth a lot of money. Why is it that this physical baseball card could potentially be worth money? Why is it that somebody would pay for this? Let's take the example of LeBron James rookie cards, which can potentially sell for $50,000. Why is it that somebody's paying for that? Is it because the piece of cardboard is made of gold? Is it because that picture can't be found anywhere else? Is it because this card is going to make me a better baseball player? For sure it's not going to. So why is it then that these things are worth potentially so much money? Well, number one, it's the scarcity and the rarity of the asset. A LeBron James rookie card was only produced in small amounts, guaranteeing that the person that actually found their hands in a LeBron James rookie card is guaranteed to be one of the select few in the world to actually own that card. That's why it's worth a lot of money. It's also worth a lot of money because I can brag about it to my friends that I have this card and you don't. It's also worth a lot of money because of the reputation, not only of the player themselves, but more importantly, the company that makes this card. And that company has a reputation that they can be trusted as a store of value. And lastly, people buy these cards because they give us this nostalgic effect. But more importantly, they make us feel good about owning them. So what have I told you? That NFTs are everything I just described to you about a physical baseball card and some. NFTs improve on physical collector's items in ways that we couldn't imagine 20 years ago. NFTs can be easily sold and transferred across the world. They can be sold and transferred with a click of a button. NFTs are built on the exact same technology that Bitcoin is built on, blockchain. So why is that important? What if I told you that blockchain allows us to put collector's items, for example, on the blockchain, and it has the same attributes and characteristics that a physical baseball card do. It has uniqueness, it has rarity, it has reputation, it has desire, it has supply and demand, it has everything that a physical card has, but it has so much more. It doesn't stop there. What if I told you that, for example, the future of NFTs is creating utility from those collector's items? Today, I collect these baseball cards, and for 25 years, they've been sitting in my closet with nothing else to do with them. Now, what if I told you that by putting these collector's items on the blockchain, let me give you an example of the things that you can do. So let's say that today, I buy this Ronaldo card on the SoRare market, which is one of the hottest new NFT markets right now. And the fact that I own this card now allows me to play and get better at soccer. That's right. Mind-blowing. How? Well, let's say that now because I own this virtual Ronaldo card, I can actually take it in-game in EA Sports FIFA 25, and I am one of the very few in the world that can play in-game with Ronaldo. What do you think the value of an item is going to be like then? How many of your kids today, for example, are spending money on Fortnite skins? These Fortnite skins, You can't take that Fortnite skin and use it in Call of Duty and use it in another game. They're tied to the currency and the game that you play within. So what if I told you that the future is that you're going to be able to buy skins on the NFT marketplace, and you're going to take that skin and you're going to be able to use it in any game that you want to use it in? What if I can take that avatar and use it in Microsoft Teams or in Zoom as I'm working? Now I have a unique avatar that is guaranteed to be unique. Now what if somebody loves my avatar that I'm working with? I can just exchange it with them. I can sell it to them. I can trade it with them. Guys, the possibilities are absolutely endless and mind-blowing. Okay, enough of that. How do I buy NFTs? Well, the first thing that you can do is you can invest in the tokens, the cryptocurrencies that are enabling NFTs. For example, you can go to coinmarketcap.com and there's an NFTs and collectibles section. And what you'll get here are the companies, the currencies that are actually enabling NFT today. Most of these companies are built on Ethereum. So you could buy Ethereum. I've already told you that I'm huge on Ethereum. And this is one of the reasons why, because Ethereum enables so much more than just a store of value. And it's an infrastructure that everybody's building on top of. So you can take a look at all of these coins and decide, do a little bit of research on your own and decide which ones you think have the biggest potential. I would definitely start with sort of the top market cap ones. For example, Engine Coin, which I bought 2 days ago on the dip. I bought Engine Coin because they recently announced a partnership with Microsoft to bring cross-platform custom NFTs to Minecraft. So while Bill Gates is telling you not to buy Bitcoin, Microsoft is investing heavily in partnerships with cryptocurrencies. Again, the gateway drug to cryptocurrencies is going to be NFTs. Forget cryptocurrencies. I don't want to deal with hardware wallets and this and that. I want to buy the real NFT, the collectible. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you 3 different ways that you can do that today. You can go to OpenSea, and OpenSea is one of the largest collections and trading platforms, marketplaces for NFTs. You can buy CryptoPunks. If you don't know what CryptoPunks are, they are one of the original founders of the concept of NFTs. And that's right, guys. Look at this. Here are unique avatars, essentially, that are being sold on the marketplace. These are sold, by the way. These are recently sold CryptoPunks. They're going for 38 ETH, 23 ETH, 39 ETH. Guys, 1 ETH is worth $1,700 or so Canadian right now. Can you believe that? People are spending tens of thousands and in fact millions of dollars on CryptoPunks and NFTs. Another way that you can do this is you can go to SoRare. SoRare has recently received a major investment from capital venture firms, and they also have a partnership with FIFA. And so you can buy your own virtual card in the SoRare marketplace. Now, what SoRare has done, which for me is incredibly game-changing with collectibles, is you can buy one of their virtual cards in their marketplace and then join a fantasy soccer league and build a team based on the cards that you own. Now, when you enter that league, based on how the player does in real life, that card gains an experience points. And that means that you move up. The better you do, the more that you move up the ladder in the marketplace, in the fantasy league. Now, what does that mean? The fantasy leagues are actually paying out real money or real cards or packs. All kinds of things are being done to bring utility to collector's items. Guys, this is game-changing. Ronaldo right now in this marketplace is going for, an ultra-rare Ronaldo is going for 123,000 euros. Guys, it'll be no time before these legendary ultra-rare cards are going for millions and millions of dollars. In so many ways, it feels like we're so early, yet it feels like we're so late when we see these kinds of prices. I've been bidding on this marketplace for days for a very unknown player by the name of Akinola. Now, if you're a TFC fan, then you know who Akinola is. If you're not, you don't know who he is. But I'm looking for who are the potential players that are going to think that are relatively low priced, that are going to do well in this up and coming MLS season. And Akinola's not going for less than 350 euros, guys. This is a relatively unknown player. So, of course, it's really hard to know what is the true value of this item. Is NFT right now in a bubble? I don't know. It's very difficult to tell. but I can tell you that we are nowhere near the end of the potential and the power that NFTs are going to bring to our future. What else are they selling in the NFT marketplace? Virtual worlds. You can buy land, characters, weapons in virtual worlds, and they're unique to you, and you can take them in the game and play with them. Now, one of the most important areas that I think that we need to pay attention to, it's actually two areas. Domain names. Now, do you all remember the 1990s and hearing the story of the kid who bought IBM.com and sold it for millions and millions of dollars? Where I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a new domain name hype, and people are already just storming into here and buying these domain names. Now, I'm not talking about regular domain names. I'm talking about crypto domain names. So one of the biggest challenges that you probably found when you bought your first cryptocurrency is the addresses, the concept of those addresses. The hardware wallet has this crazy long address, and if you get that address wrong, that transaction cannot be undone. And it's like this big, huge, long address that looks worse than an IP address and a MAC address. So what are they doing now? Well, now they're putting domain names to those addresses, and there's companies like Unsolvable Domains that are essentially solving this right now and making domain names available. Domain names like .eth and .crypto. And so this is, for me, one of the most important places that I would be looking at and start looking at what were those domain names that basically sold for a lot of money in the 90s, and I'd be looking at those and seeing if they're still available in the domain name marketplace. Art is another massive hit in the NFT space. So think about an artist now having the ability to put their art on the blockchain, not their physical art, but their virtual art. Does it take any less time to build their art just because it's digital? Probably not. I mean, an artist's reputation is still an artist's reputation. So you have influencer artists. I mean, look at this one. I just love this one. Look at this Joker. It's actually only worth 0.05 ETH right now. How cool is this art? And yes, it's virtual, but guys, the artist who built this has the same reputation whether they're selling something in the virtual space or the physical space. I know that you can put your piece of art in your house and you can look at it and you can brag about it to your friends. But guys, it's going to be no time before you can display your virtual art and brag about it to your Zoom friends. This is the new hottest trend. Crypto art is here to stay. One more area that I'm extremely excited about is the idea of us putting our identity on the blockchain. Now, this becomes a very user-centric approach. So what this means is that with my identity being on the blockchain and only me having the private keys to that identity, companies like Facebook can't just take our identity and our profile and use it to glean information out of. In the future, I might have to give Facebook permission, so the roles are reversed, to actually use my data for whatever they want to use it for. And maybe I'll be able to lease them my data for a certain amount of time and I'll get paid for actually them being able to use my identity. Go on forever about the power of putting an identity on the blockchain and ensuring that only me has access to that identity. Look, I could tell you about how it's going to change the way Africa operates and how many problems it's going to solve in Africa that they have with identity. So guys, look, at the end of the day, NFTs are what I think are the next biggest thing in crypto. And the way that I'm tackling this is I'm starting to diversify a certain percentage of my portfolio into different aspects of NFTs. So I'm probably going to take between 1 to 3% of the portfolio and I'm going to buy NFTs, whether it's crypto art or it's domain names or it's NBA Top Shot packs or it's so rare Ronaldo cards. Too bad I can't afford those. But really, at the end of the day, it's all about getting in early in this game because I actually think so much of this has a potential to grow over time. And I actually think that we probably haven't even seen the next big thing that NFT is going to create. So it's really important not to rush in right now and not to start buying all kinds of crazy things because we don't even know what the real value of these assets are yet. But just pay attention to the space. Pay attention to the innovation that's happening. And when you see an opportunity, when you see a relatively low-priced crypto art that you're excited about or domain name or Ronaldo card, then maybe take a chance with a very small portion. That's what I'm going to do. I'll keep you guys up to date on how I do in my NFT venture. But for me, this is one of the things that I'm going to focus on the most as I move forward in this crypto poppy journey that I'm on with you guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this was an extra long video, but this for me is all about, this is where the future's at. I want to educate you. I want to introduce you to the next potential opportunities that exist in the crypto market, and I encourage you to do your own research. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I do me, you do you. I really don't know what the next big thing is, but I'm paying a lot of attention to this. Stick to this channel, subscribe, please subscribe, hit the likes, turn on your bell notifications to all, because I'm going to keep you updated on everything that I'm doing in the NFT space. All right? Thank you for listening, checking out. Peace.